Happy holidays from the Ingles table. I'm Jonathan Ammons, and I'm pleased to have you join me as I prepare this delicious asparagus with Romesco. You know, Ingles has everything you need for the holidays, and we're ready to go, so let's get started. Romesco is a traditional Spanish sauce. It's typically used on vegetables. You see it on potatoes a lot, certain kinds of meat or fish. It's really simple to make and really versatile, really useful. It's easy to freeze, so you can actually keep it ready for any time you need it. But we're gonna show you how to do a quick asparagus dish, quick, easy sauces like this. We've got some tomatoes here. You'll see I've cut little slivers on the tops of them. That's just so that the skins will peel off nice and easy. We're gonna go ahead and throw those in a cast iron, along with some red bell pepper that I've already cored and de-seeded. And then some garlic is gonna go in here with these. And you're gonna put this in the oven at about 450 degrees and just let it go until it blisters. And the garlic's gonna cook the quickest. So you're gonna wanna watch that garlic to make sure it doesn't burn. Typically takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on your oven, but it should be done pretty quickly. We're not gonna cover these in oil or anything. There's a little oil at the bottom of the pan, but this is just gonna go straight in the oven. And while that's roasting, we're gonna work on this asparagus. Now that those are in the oven, we're gonna go ahead and start with our asparagus. Got a pan here, just getting up to temp. You want to get it until it's just to the smoking point. And it's the tiniest bit of oil. We're not frying these, we're just sauteing them. We just want to make sure they're not sticking to this pan. If you've got a no-stick pan, you might not even need to bother with the oil. Let them rest a little bit so they get a little coloration on them. Add a little salt. If you salt in stages, your salt will taste different at each stage of your salting. So if you put it in as it's cooking, it'll be absorbed by your food. It'll saturate the food. And then when you salt at the end, it's a finishing salt. It has a different taste, even though it's the exact same salt. Temperature unlocks a lot of the flavor of salt. Nice part about Ingles is they've always got fresh produce like this asparagus in there, and you've got organic options. You've got whatever fits your budget. I just went with the most affordable thing I could because that's my style. All right, and those should be good. Take those out, right into your serving dish. And by now, those vegetables for the Romesco should be ready. All right, so we've got our veggies out of the oven and they are nice and blistered, as you can see. Take a look at that nice char on the outside. That's exactly what you want to look for. See how the skin's starting to pull off these tomatoes? That's kind of exactly how you want them. It calls for almonds, so we're gonna throw some almonds in here with it. I've made this with sunflower seeds. I've made this with any kind of nut you want in there. If someone's allergic to almonds or someone's allergic to whatever nut, you can substitute it pretty easily. I will say if your food processor doesn't lock, be careful because those ones that you just push on, heat can sometimes pressurize those and you'll be left with just this magma shower. But we're just gonna start it in here. We're gonna give it a couple quick pulses. And then we're gonna add some olive oil and a little bit of sherry vinegar. This is where a key flavor component is. You want that sherry vinegar in there. It is vital to the flavor. And a little paprika. Salt and pepper to taste, just whatever your preference is, but they're good to have in there. And now we add our bread. You're gonna wanna thicken this. It's gonna wanna be kind of chunky and thick. So I just use day-old bread. The nice part about Ingles Markets, they've got that fresh bakery right there. And these day-old loaves are dirt cheap. So it's a great thing to just find and use in different things. You can freeze it, you can use it however you want, but it's a nice way of thickening sauces. Starting to get that nice creamy texture, and that's exactly what you're looking for, this kind of creamy, saucy texture. You can use this on any type of vegetables you have. I tend to like it right on my asparagus. And there you have it, a fun, different holiday dish to dress up your table and impress your guests. Thanks for joining me here at the Ingles table. Make sure to check out the rest of our site for more great tips, tricks, and recipes. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.